So Games Grabber, you should definitely consider following me. You can check the link in the description. If you go there, you can purchase games from my links. I got collections of like games and amiibo and stuff. Also, maybe I'll even send you a message if you follow me. That'd be really cool. And you can even get notified about this kind of stuff. Now, excuse me, I have to throw this banana at Pink Gold Peach. Ah! Oh gosh, that's not good. Hold on. This is really weird. I've been like driving around in a circle, and it's really weird. Nathaniel Bandy. Striving for originality. This top 10 intro is brought to you by Vector Star Productions. Warning, warning! This list is all about having some fun! Don't take it so seriously if your favorite character is on here, because I'm not. So, the worst Mario Kart characters. There's a lot of bad ones that I can't wait to tear apart. Without further ado, let's go! Number 10! Hey look, it's the guy that saved the video game industry. He tried to kill James Rolfe one time, and he even has his own NES game. 2 in fact. Rob the Robot is a really interesting character, and we should all praise him like a god for sneaking Nintendo onto toy shelves in the middle of the 1983 video game crash. You heard that right, the NES was marketed as a toy to get into stores at first because stores wouldn't take video games from the crash. You sly dogs. They innovate not only with their technology, but with their marketing schemes too. Okay, history lesson over. Rob just doesn't feel right to be in a Mario Kart game. It's just strange seeing non-Mario characters in Mario Kart. And yes, I even have the balls to say that it was strange seeing Link and Villager in Mario Kart 8. Their appearances felt out of place. However, I don't feel that way towards the DJ franchise. I guess that's because Donkey Kong was a Mario character to begin with. But yeah, man, Rob is just strange. I wouldn't call him a bad character, really. He's more or less just way too out there. Everyone else on this list, though. Number 9! So Lekatu. Why is he driving? That doesn't even make sense to me. In every Mario Kart title, Lekatu is always the guy that's starting the race and fishing players from pits and holes. Now, people have told me that the shell color is different. The one we play as has a red shell, while the guy in charge of the race has a green shell. I know Lekatu is a species, and there can be multiple versions of him, but it's just really strange when Lekatu saves Lekatu. It's like a paradox. Now you might think, well, Koopa Troopas and Paratroopers are playable characters in Mario Kart, and they are, but they also don't have any other significant purpose in this franchise aside from maybe being stage hazard in some of the tracks. Call me picky, because I am. Number 8. Okay, what's this all about, Nintendo? Honey Queen? I mean, seriously? Her inclusion makes very little sense. Mario Galaxy 1 came out in 2007, Mario Galaxy 2 2010, and Mario Kart 7 in 2011. Now, I only bring up these seemingly redundant dates because I thought that maybe Nintendo was just trying to advertise the Galaxy titles, but that just isn't the case here since the games were already out. The problem here isn't resizing Honey Queen. She fits in the car, obviously that had to happen, but the problem is that she is a bee! Bees are not meant to drive. You know what happens when bees get in a car? You scream like you got beaver fever and swat at the bee, which leads you to getting stung by the bee and crashing your car and dying. That doesn't sound like a fun time, does it? Now I get it. Honey Queen has arms and legs, which would allow her to steer the car. That doesn't change how I feel about her being in Mario Kart. She could make a great obstacle for a honey-themed Mario Kart track now that I think about it, but nothing more than that. Number 7. So that rant I just had about Honey Queen, a lot of that nonsensical logic applies to Wiggler too, but on an even grander scale. Honey Queen is at least somewhat shaped in a way to be driving a car, but a caterpillar? Are you freaking me? Just no! Stop! What are you doing, Nintendo? Oh, that's cute. You gave him some gloves so he can drive the car. That's nice of you to do for him, but that doesn't excuse the fact that he's a caterpillar. I don't even care if any of you play as Wiggler or any of those characters in Mario Kart. The design isn't something that I can easily digest. We've seen him as freaking carts for crying out loud. Oh, and did you forget about those evil Wiggler buses in Double Dash? See, Wiggler makes a ton of sense as a cart or a huge obstacle, but not as a playable character. Number 6. Here we go with the baby characters. Nobody can deny how hilarious it was when we first saw Baby Mario and Baby Luigi driving in Double Dash, but Baby Daisy? Yeah, that's a problem. Baby Mario and Baby Luigi work because they've been in a few other games besides just Mario Kart, including Yoshi's Island, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, and so on. Since they have some sort of recognizable background, it only makes sense to add them as playable characters. Baby Daisy, however, has only been made for Mario Kart. Well, okay, she's also been in Mario Sluggers, but that's beyond the point. This is only the beginning of the trend of lazy characters being created for the sake of having more characters. Less is more, Nintendo. Less is more. Listen to my mom, that's her slogan, and she knows what's up. Might I also just mention one tiny detail that all baby characters can be irritating to listen to? All the baby characters do is cry when they lose, and that is not an enjoyable experience for my earlobes.
Number 5.
Oh, the baby character hype train ain't over yet, folks! Welcome aboard, baby Rosalina! Yay! 3 cheers for crappy characters! Hip hip, why? Why does this character actually exist? Thinking in the most general manner, I could possibly imagine Baby Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Daisy all being born. Because Mario and Peach supposedly a thing, and the same goes for Luigi and Daisy, so maybe they're just the kids or whatever. But Baby Rosalina, I'll never understand this one. Does Nintendo headquarters have a secret underground lair with a big machine that turns anything into a baby? I got an idea. Why don't we have Baby Waluigi? Oh, I know, Baby Birdo. Wait, even better, Baby Dry Bowser. Oh mama, those extra juicy ideas are really kicking into my brain now. Come on, Nintendo, just make the next Mario Kart feature everyone is babies, please. That's all I really wanted. That's all anyone really wanted. Babies for life or riot.
Number 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have hit clone territory. Brace yourselves, buckle in, get ready for a turd fest. Metal Mario. His model in both Mario Kart 7 and 8 are both exactly the same. It's just Mario with a metal coat of paint. The only real difference is that the voice is pitched in a metallic way, and that's pretty much it. You can tell me that, well, Metal Mario does different types of tricks, so you're wrong, dislike, unsubbed, and you know, that may or may not be true. That's not something I need to research. I mean, just look at how lazy this is. Now, I am aware that Mario does obtain the suit through Mario 64 through the metal cap, and everyone knows that, but it's not a good justification to make him a separate character. Most clone characters don't have smart and thought out justifications if they're essentially just carbon copies.
Number 3.
Mario Kart 8 DLC is cheap, fulfilling, and enjoyable. For the most part, that is. There's a couple problems. One being that most of the DLC characters we get are garbage. Say hello to Cat Peach. All Nintendo did was inject the cat bell power-up from Super Mario 3D World into Peach's arm and made her a cat for eternity. Who the hell requested this to be in the game? I kind of understand furries seeing this as attractive, and I'm not hating on you guys. You do you. Aside from that though, what is the actual point? Oh, right, she doesn't talk. She just meows at you now. Well, that's just wonderful. I'm so glad that instead of getting a left-out Mario Kart 8 character like, I don't know, Birdo, Diddy Kong, or maybe someone brand new like Nabbit or Boom Boom, we instead get this hot mess. NB said Cat Peach. 'Twas hot. He's a freak, confirmed! Guys, calm down. I know some of you are pretty riled up down there. Yeah, I see you. Now look, I'm not a freak. People that are furries are not freaks, but these next 2 characters, oh, they certainly are.
Number 2.
You know, there's really not a lot for me to say about Tanuki Mario that I haven't already addressed about Cat Peach. Instead of wasting your time with filler, I know what you guys really want. You know who number 1 is on the list. Or do you? Have I changed my mind? Have I not? Are you procrastinating? Is the sky really blue? Did she actually say that? He actually cheated on her? Is Michael Jackson still alive? Will I ever stop asking questions? Has Area 51 discovered aliens? Mario Kart 64, Diddy Kong Racing. Ow! Okay, geez, sorry. And now, the number 1 worst Mario Kart character ever is... Guys.
Take Gold Peach! Take Gold Peach!
You know, we've had a lot of really, really bad characters on this list. We've had clones, we've had lazy choices, and we've had just obscure pieces of garbage. But this is a whole nother level.
Pink Gold Peach!
What is
Pink Gold Peach!
She is lazy, obscure, and a clone. All three rolled into one. I don't even know, what am I supposed to say about this? Just look at her. Look at how lazy this is. What were you doing, Nintendo? Did you have, 12 hours to think of one more new character? We have characters like
Birdo, Diddy Kong,
King Boo,
Nabbit.
We could use any of these characters. They're all either fan favorites or they're new characters that could have been presented to Mario Kart 8 and could have been a great addition. But what we got instead was a clone of Peach. And not even a clone that could be referenced to anything. It's just pink gold. That's all it is. No changes, just costumes changed. And you know what the worst part is? People defend her. That's right, people defend
Pink Gold Peach!
You know what they say? That
Metal Mario
needed a girlfriend. That is an actual excuse. And I can't... People will defend anything. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna defend everyone that's actually thinking clearly. Nintendo, no more of this laziness. You can do better. I've seen you do better. I expect better from the NX. And I expect better from the next Mario Kart. No more clone characters. And if you're gonna do that, you're gonna make the costume changes optional. So say if you want to play as Peach, you can swap out her costume. She will not replace a character slot. I will not allow it this time. Thank you.
Hey guys, are you doing your homework while listening to this video? That's awesome! Well, why don't you take a quick break and maybe check out the top 20 worst Mario Kart tracks 20 through 11. There's also a 10 through 1 list if you're curious. But anyway, there's also a top 10 Mario Kart 8 retro tracks. That's pretty hip. And a Let's Play of Sonic Advance. Wow, Sonic, Sonic. So, good luck on your homework. Bye.